Hey everybody, me again. Question came up about the last video I made with the bridge tool and how the new bridged faces are a little bit more polygonal looking. So, if I were to hit 3 on the keyboard, everything's nice and smooth, but on the low res, the newer faces were polygonal, kind of like this over here. Now, it's actually an easy thing to fix. You could just do this, select your geometry, and let me just duplicate this first actually. So you can just select the geometry and everything's under the mesh display menu. I'm going to tear that off. If I go in and soften edge, it's just going to automatically soften all of those edges. You can actually do that on the faces directly as well. If I just select those harder faces, I could just soften edge, and that will also do that. If I wanted to, have a polygonal look, I could harden edges, which is this one, and that's just going to harden those edges, right, like this. Or this guy right here, soften harden edges. Now what this does is that it looks for the angles of the polygons. So at the moment, anything below 60 degrees is going to get softened. Now the default for this is actually 30. So if I were to go in and apply that now, actually, it looks exactly the same. Here, let me go in and put something really low here. There we go. So you can see that anything below within 10 degrees is soft, but anything over 10 degrees has become harder. So the last option is, maybe go a bit higher. Just maybe I want everything soft except for this edge. Well, that's going to be tricky. But what I could do is just select that edge, and I could just go and harden that. So if I wanted this to be soft here, this to be soft across here, but only have kind of a crease-like edge, again, we can harden faces directly. We can also harden just edges by themselves, right? So I could just go in and just select a couple edges here. And if I go to harden edge, right, so I'll have, so there's a bunch of options there with these 3 tools. Hopefully that was helpful. Cheers.